10. Andover. There we go. All right, fans, we're back. Stormhawks versus Andover. Cake Eater Classic, Friday, 10 a.m. See how the Stormhawks look here. Starting five: Clark, Pulaski, Schneider, Duda, Kuzmarczyk. Stormhawks bringing it into the zone. Schneider comes wide. Schneider's got Plastic. He only tries to get it over to Plastic and just tipped out by Andover. Stormhawks now with a little bit of control. Oh, now Andover gets, looks like they're going to get a clear here. Now Andover to center ice. They dump it down low and I'll go for a change. Stormhawks are going to change their forwards. Clark over to Duda. Duda surveys, chips it up to Giannetti. Giannetti, one guy to beat. Gets it into the zone. Now Kuzmarczyk back to Smith. Smith gets it up, dumps it down low. Oh, intercepted by Giannetti. Giannetti cuts in. Giannetti flips one up and scores! Giannetti intercepted the pass from Andover, and they were able to. Giannetti was able to flip it up over the goalie's pad for a 1-0 Stormhawks lead. Nichols, Giannetti, Puente, Smith, McNeil. Giannetti again, same spot. Rips one. Goalie puts it into the corner. Here comes Andover now into the zone. Knocked off by Smith. Smith battles along the wall now. Oh no! Turnover, save, Wybe! Over the net, the puck goes. Now Smith, McNeil, Smith taken down. Now here comes Andover. Now Giannetti up the sidewall. Giannetti gets it out to center ice. Looking, brings it in, tries a centering pass to Puente, but just couldn't connect. Over to Coots now. Coots walks in. Coots rips one down low. Rebound, shot. Rebound, another shot. Now Charchenko throws one in the corner. Seaver dumps it down low. Puck goes out, and it's going to be icing on Andover.
How can we nicely tell the winner?
This one? Now Stormhawks out to Coots. Coots at the point, gets it down low to Nichols. Moulter. Moulter lets it go around. Held in by Moulter. And here comes Andover now. Andover into the zone. Andover behind the net. Shot blocked by Seaver. Now Clark's with it. Clark spins. Clark up the ice now. Gets it out of the zone. Clark using his reach. Gets it to center ice and tries to dump it down low and goes for a change. All the Stormhawks are going to change here. Duda back to retrieve the puck. Wybe in goal, in case I didn't mention it. Now Duda with speed. Duda charges in, taken down at the blue line. And we're going to get a penalty on Andover. or tripping. So Stormox with good jump here. First period, 3.5 minutes gone by. Stormox up 1-0. Clark, Schneider, Gianetti, Plastic, and Duda on the power play. Clark back to Duda. Duda over to Plastic. Plastic walks in, looks for the back door. Clark shoots, saved by Andover. Clark back to Duda. Duda has to chip it down to Schneider. Schneider behind his own goal, behind the goal. Schneider controls, gets it to Clark, or Gianetti to Clark, to Duda. Duda walks the blue line, now over to Clark. Clark drives in, Clark, this one, off the face mask. Saved by Andover. Now back out to Duda. Duda chips it back over to Clark. Now Clark tried to get over to Gianetti, and now Andover's going to get it clear. Andover charges into the zone. Tries a shot, but whiffs. Good stick by Gianetti there. Now Clark. Plastic all the way out to Schneider. Schneider up at the red line. Schneider drives in, holds onto the puck, spins, drives in, shoots. Off the goalie, saved by the goaltender. Now out to Clark. Clark spins around, drives in, tries a shot. Clark steals it. Clark into the corner now. Looking, spinning. Clark over to Plastic. Plastic looks over to Gianetti. Rips one. It's deflected over the goal. 2 seconds left in the power play. 9:59 left in the first period. I know. Now Nichols on the draw with Seaver, Moulter, Smith, and McNeil. Ref checking the mouth guards now. Nichols wins the draw over to Smith. Smith over to Seaver, I believe. And now here comes Andover on a 3-on-2. Now good back check by Moulter, and Wybe gloves down the shot by Andover. Nichols on the draw. Wins the draw, back cleanly. Seaver. Now Seaver behind the net. Seaver reverses over to McNeil. McNeil tosses it up the boards. Now Andover, shot. Deflected over the net. No harm, no foul there. Now Smith. Smith brings it around to Nichols. Nichols comes away with it. Nichols drives in now. Cuts middle. Tries to throw a backhander on net. Goes right to Seaver. And out comes the puck. Now McNeil. Over to Charchenko. Charchenko goes back to McNeil. Up to Gianetti. Now McNeil back to retrieve. Up to Pointe now. Pointe battling along the wall. Andover steals it. Good stick by Pointe. Pointe clears the zone. In comes Gianetti. Gianetti looks for a centering pass. And here comes Andover now. Now Coots pins him against the wall, and Pointe comes away with it. Now Clark goes. Clark in. Clark, wrist one. Goes just wide. And must have been up in the netting because the ref blew the whistle. Get it. Shot. Andover on goal. Goes into the corner now. Now here comes Plastic. Plastic over to Schneider. Schneider drives in. Schneider tries to slip. Andover doing a good job there. And Andover gets to center ice and dumps it in. Is Marchek back to retrieve now to Duda. Duda spins around a couple guys. Duda spins again. Looks for help. Now at the center ice. Here he goes. Battle in the corner, but Andover comes away with it now. Center ice they come, and they're offsides. So we'll get a neutral zone face-off. 6:52 left, first period, 1-0 Stormhawks. Clark on the draw. Clark wins it back cleanly to Kuzmarchek. Kuzmarchek looks over his shoulder, gets it to Seaver. Now Seaver spins. Seaver dumps it up to Malter, to Clark. Nice breakout. Clark drives in. He's got Duda with him, and Seaver over to Duda. Duda tried to get it over to Seaver for a tic-tac-toe, and they just couldn't connect. Puck goes out of play. We'll get an offensive zone face-off. Stormhawks win the draw. Duda dumps it along the wall. Shot. Clark saved by Andover. Now here comes Andover out of the zone. Stolen by Malter. Malter brings it in the zone. Rings it around. Seaver goes into the corner, looking to retrieve. Good collision there. Looked all clean to me. Now here comes Stormhawks, good passing. Malter gets it to Clark. Clark tied up along the wall there. Now here comes Andover. Good stick by Pointe, battling with him all the way into the corner. Smith comes away with it now. Smith looks. Oh, looks for a stretch pass to Giannetti. Giannetti taken down. He might have had a breakaway. Puente now. Puente still got it. Over to Coots. Coots dumps down low to Nichols. Over to Coots. Over to Smith. Extended power play time here now. Wybe's out. Goes over to Clark. Now over to Coots. Over to Giannetti. Rips one. Deflection. Loose puck. And Andover is able to finally halt the power play. So now Nichols, Duda, Giannetti, Clark are out there for the power play, minute 30. 4:54 left in the first period. Stormhawks here would love to capitalize on this. Uh-oh, Andover's got a 2-on-1 on a power play. Shot, Wybe just got a piece of it to get it in the corner. Now here come the Stormhawks racing back. Giannetti, Clark cuts in. Clark sets it up, gets back to Giannetti. Over to Duda. Duda wanted a shot. Now Giannetti spins out of trouble. Now Giannetti cuts middle, looking for a shot. Rips one. Gloved by Andover. .53 seconds left in the power play. Clark now on the draw. Clark spins out of trouble. Over to Duda. Duda walks the line. Over to Plasek. Plasek gets it down to Schneider. Schneider back to Plasek. Plasek over to Duda. Now to Clark. Clark drives in. Oh, the backdoor play. Now Plasek spins around. Shoot. Gets it to Clark. Clark shoots. Rams one into the goalie. Now Clark. Clark wants to switch spots with Duda here. Now Duda. Clark. Clark on the other side. And Clark lost it in the corner, but Schneider's there. Schneider up to Duda. Duda over to Clark. Clark's on his offside. Now Clark drives to the net. Power play's over. Uh-oh. Here comes Andover now. Not sure what happened there, if they had too many men. Looks like too many men. Too many men penalty on Andover. So the Stormhawks go right back on the power play. Clark, cleanly to Duda. Duda walks the line over to Giannetti. Giannetti, oh, tip by Nichols. Just wide. Duda goes back to retrieve. Now Duda goes with some speed. Gets it over to Giannetti. Past center ice. Giannetti all the way down the wall. Nichols there to forecheck. Now here comes Andover into the zone. Oh, saved by Wybe. He got it. Andover got that on goal. Right now here comes Clark. Clark glides in, tries to beat more than one. Now here comes Andover. So Andover's definitely trying something that who did we play up in Duluth? OMG. So what I'm seeing from Andover here is they're having one guy play super high and forcing one of our offensive players to come out, and they're deciding to play a 4-on-3 penalty kill. I don't know if you guys can catch that in the frame, but watch and see how high they play one of their Andover plays one of their players. Walter Smith, McNeil out there now. Now Seaver gets it over to Puente. Puente cuts middle. Puente all the way into the net. Tries to flip one over the goalie, but saved by Andover. 5 seconds left in the power play. Now here comes Seaver, tries a shot. And Andover is now at full strength. Minute 40 left, first period. Out to Kuzmarczyk. Shot on goal, saved by Andover. Now Andover brings it up the side, but Smith just chips it right back out. Now Seaver. And we get an offsides with a minute 20 left, first period. Coots spins back, goes over to Charchenko. Charchenko up to Clark. Clark into the zone. Over to Plasek. Plasek. Shot. Save. Oh, rebound. Athletic job by the Andover goalie. Clark now. Minute 3 left in the period. Again, Andover tries to leak out with one of their best players. Oh, Clark wrister, shoots, scores! 51 seconds left. Clark. Nope, I wish. Good job by the Stormox there. Clark from Pulaski, maybe Coots with an assist. .51 seconds left, period one. Stormox up 2-0. Nichols over to Puente. Puente up to Giannetti, Tarchenko up to Giannetti. Now Andover. .29 seconds left here in the first period. Now Andover's going for a stretch pass. Now Coots has got it back. Giannetti comes away with it. Giannetti spins. Gets it to center ice. Back to Coots. Six seconds left. Coots just didn't want to have a turnover there and just decides to hold the puck and spins away from it. And no harm, no foul. 2-0 Stormox lead after one. Pretty good period for the Stormox. Good defensive positioning, offense being aggressive. So, let's see what Andover comes out with here in the second period. All right, back for the second period. Clark, Schneider, Plastic, Duda, Kuzmarchek. Schneider in on the forecheck now. But puck goes all the way back, so Kuzmarchek back to retrieve. Kuzmarchek gets it out to Schneider. Oh, Schneider. Oh, here we go. 2-on-1. Oh, Plastic tried to get it over to Clark and just couldn't get it there. Good stick by Andover. Duda tried to pinch now. Now we got a 3-on-2 for Andover if they want it. Good job by Duda back checking there. Caused the turnover. Now Clark comes away with it. Clark in. Clark, oh, Clark tries 5-0. That's right there. Oh, Clark tried to go 5-0. It just trickled between his legs, but not across the line. Oh, Schneider to Plastic. Tried to rip one in, saved by Andover, and the puck ends up squirting down all the way. So McNeil retrieves now. McNeil up to Duda. Duda. Now here comes Andover. They try a centering pass. Stormox were there. Now Nichols. Oh, Nichols hit the referee. So they're able to hold. Shot saved by Wiley. He doesn't like what he sees, so he covers. Stormox now, come away with it. Coots around to the corner. Coots chips it up the board. Not out though. Now it's out. Good job by Pune just to get that out of the play. And right back into the zone it goes. Wybe. Wybe decides to cover. He saw Andover charging in. Smart play by him there. Nothing wrong with the cover. Always can reset. Oh, shot on goal. This time Wybe puts it into the corner. Now Gianetti gets it along the wall. Coots. Now shot. Saved by Wybe. Coots has got it. Spins around his goal. Looking for somebody. Tried to get it to Gianetti to get out. Now back into the corner it goes. Coots goes back to retrieve. Coots spins around, gets it to Gianetti, up to Nichols. Nichols flips it out to center ice now. Oh, good job by Pune. Pune uses his strength. Pune in, shoots, wrister on goal, rebound. Oh no, almost a breakaway there. Icing? Icing, yep. Good job. Now Clark. Puck just slips by Smith. We win the draw, so we go back to retrieve now. Now Andover. Heavy forecheck here with them. They come in with 3 guys. Clark. Sports. Ooh, they get one in front of the net. Good job by Wybe. Blocks the first attempt. Stormox now. A little bit of Moulter up the wall. Over to Clark. Clark gets it to Seaver. Seaver wants a shot. Deflected wide into the corner by Andover. Again, you can see Andover, they're leaking out, trying to catch the Stormox off guard. Now, Clark forces an errant pass. McNeil over to Duda. Duda battles in the corner. Duda comes away with it, gets it over to Moulter. Moulter flips it up to Clark. Clark brings it in, gets around one guy, gets around another, tries to center it to Seaver. Now Seaver up to the, try to get up to the point. They get it into the zone now. Centering pass. Now Plastic with it. Plastic tried to get a stretch pass to Nichols. And now Andover. Shot on goal actually, but Wybe just turns it to the other corner. Up here's Marchek. A little bit of trouble. Oh, centering pass. Andover had a shot there. Now Schneider relieves the pressure, gets it out to center ice. Schneider breaks up the play, but Andover comes right back in. Shot. Saved by Wybe. Stormox in just a little bit of trouble here now. Andover dumps it down low again. Andover's playing smart. They're changing guys when they're in the offensive zone. Now here comes the Stormox. Oh, centering pass, tip. Wybe with the save. Oh, good job by Plastic there. Gets it out of the zone. They were able to relieve the pressure, and Andover is going to be offsides. So 9:28 left in the second period. Stormox up 2-0. get an offensive face off here. Clark, back to Giannetti. Giannetti goes back down low. Giannetti to Clark. Now here comes Andover. They're gonna race in. Coots goes back. Coots loses his stick. And out comes the Stormhawks now. Puente brings it into the zone. Down the wall. Battles with it. He's got Giannetti there with him. Giannetti holds his own. Now to Charchenko. Rips one. Goes high. Coots goes in the pinch. Coots tries to flip it down low. Puck was fluttering. Clark holds his own though. Clark now. Oh. Clark over to Puente. Puente gets it down low now. Now Clark. Now here comes Andover again. Oh, good job by Clark. Now Giannetti brings it in. Giannetti slings. Rips one. Save on goal. Now Nichols on the faceoff. Looks like he's got Seaver and Moulter, McNeil and Smith. Stormhawks win it. McNeil. Oh, set play. McNeil over to Moulter. Moulter rips the one-timer on goal. Nope, here comes Andover now, 2-on-2. They try a centering pass. Just couldn't connect with their player. So now it's in the corner. Moulter and Seaver battling, or McNeil, I should say, McNeil. Oh, fluttering puck gets to Wybe, but he's able to block it. Now Moulter along the wall. Moulter and Seaver. Over to Smith now. Smith tries to get it up to Seaver. Moulter tries to bring it in. He does. Oh, they're going to call us offsides. It was close, but it did look like an offsides. So 2-0 lead, 7:22 left, second period. Stormhawks up 2-0. Center ice draw here now. Some good stick work by the Stormhawks. Clark now. Clark, pass center ice, into the zone. Clark tries to get it to Pulasic, he does. Pulasic over to Schneider. Schneider, out to the point, Duda. Duda over to Kuzmarchek. Kuzmarchek puts one on net. Rebound, Clark, tip. Now Clark still controls. Clark gets it over to Pulasic. Pulasic up to Duda. Duda, oh, just wasn't able to hold his own. Oh, now here comes Andover. Andover now. Oh, no. Andover. They get a goal. They were able to wrist one over Wybe. So that goal came at 6:31. 2-1. Stormhawks lead. They're working on it. They'll fix it. There we go. Let's see what the momentum does here now. Nichols off the jaw. Andover does control. They bring it in. They ring it down. Charchenko goes for the retrieve. Tips it up the wall. And out of the zone. Giannetti races in. Oh, he tried to get it. So we'll get a neutral zone face off here. Puente, Nichols, Giannetti, Charchenko, and Coots. Nichols ties up the guy. Puente and Giannetti race in. Now Charchenko gets it. Charchenko right between the dots, shoots. Saved by Andover. Now we get an offensive face off here. Oh. Now here comes Giannetti. Giannetti. Take him down, no call. Giannetti comes away with it. Giannetti battles down low. And now Andover dumps it down. Charchenko retrieves. On the other corner it goes. Giannetti's got it. Giannetti slips it by one guy. Gets it to center ice. Comes in. Oh, stretch pass. Here it comes. Good. Good back checking by Clark there. Clark gets around one guy, gets around another guy, brings it into the zone. He's got some momentum. Oh, he powers in, looking for the back. Oh, shot, Seaver, just over the net. Now here comes Andover again, 2-on-2. Neal, shot, hits the side of the net. Stormox just trying to get it out of the zone. Oh, they do. Over to Moulter. Moulter back to McNeil. McNeil over to Moulter. Moulter brings it up. Gets it to center ice. Now Clark. Clark with it. Now Moulter. And Moulter sends it down. Seaver in on the forecheck. Here comes Andover now. Center ice. Oh, good stick by Schneider. Schneider's got it. Schneider uses his feet. Nice. Schneider dumps it down low again. Nichols in on the forecheck. Nichols wins the battle. Smith down to Classic. Nichols. Now here comes Andover now. Over to Smith. Oh, Smith's got Classic on a stretch. He's got Schneider with him. Oh, he tried to get it to Schneider. He just couldn't sauce it enough. Now Schneider. Schneider spins, circles, shoots. Nichols gets it down low, out to the point. Kuzmarchek. Kuzmarchek shoots. Loose puck. Another shot. Save Andover. Now behind the net. Oh, centering pass to Schneider. And Schneider, the Andover guy went at a stick on it. He was going to just pound one in, but it's deflected up over the goal into the netting. 3:05 left, second period. Puente, Clark, Giannetti, Kuzmarchek, and Duda. Clark wins it clean, back to Kuzmarchek. Kuzmarchek tries to get it down low. Now, Andover, here comes Andover now. In the corner it is. Stormox come away with it now. Up the boards, Puente to Giannetti. Giannetti tries to get around one guy. Goes into the corner for a battle. And out comes Andover again. Oh, here comes the Stormox. 2-on-2, Clark and Giannetti. Clark goes wide. He's got Giannetti with him. Clark powers in, looks for a rebound. Gets a shot on goal. Now Clark's battling with two Andover guys. Pointe comes over to support. Giannetti. Clark comes over with it. Spins, backhands in. Pull down. Penalty on Andover. Looks like they're going to get called for tripping. So a minute 56 left in the second period. Stormhawks are going the power play. Stormhawks win the draw. Over to Giannetti. Giannetti over to Duda. Duda down low to Clark. Clark spins. Now over to Duda. Duda centers. Shot. On goal. Rebound. Loose puck. But Andover able to cover. Clark wins the draw again. Over to Giannetti. Giannetti surveys. Goes down low. Right back to Giannetti. 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 Oh. Shoots, scores! Clark to Plastic for the goal. Stormhawks might have got away with one there. It was close, but I don't know. Stormhawks 3-1 lead, minute 16 left, second period. Now here come the Stormhawks again. Get out of the zone. Charchenko and Molter. Charchenko tries to go all the way in. Now, Nichols along the wall. Pointe, quick shot. Puck just blocked by Andover. Now, held in by Charchenko. Down low. Molter skating. Molter looking. Tries to reverse it to Seaver. Molter gets it out to the point. Coots wants to rip one. Goes high. Rebound. Pointe in on the forecheck now. And here comes Andover now. Andover racing hard. Saved by Wybe. Wow, what a play. Wybe had to stretch out the whole way. Looks like he just got a pad on it. Four seconds left. Andover looking for a quick shot, and that'll do it for the second period. Stormhawks 3-1 lead. Shots 27-13. We'll be back in a minute. Hey, scorekeeper, can you push the period button so we go to period 3? Thank you. I just don't want to confuse the parents any more than they are. Rookies. They're from Edina. We'll yeah. That's the best one I heard today. hope they didn't get scratched. All right, we're back for the third period. Clark, Plastic, Schneider, Kuzmarchek, Duda, Stormox at center ice now. Over to Schneider. Schneider rings one in. Clark goes down low to retrieve. Gets it behind the net. Now Schneider's there to support him. Oh, Clark. And out comes the puck. Stormox race back to retrieve. Andover's in as well, but we're going to get an icing, it looks like. Now Nichols on the jaw. Here comes Stormox now. Puente gets it down low, and we're going to get an offsides on the Stormox. 3-1 lead, 14:20 left, third period. Stormox win the draw. Kuzmarchek over to Duda. Duda off the board up to Giannetti. Giannetti gets around one guy, shoots, rips one on goal. Saved by Andover. Now here comes Andover. They're coming down 3-on-2. Oh, they get wide. Oh, here we go. We're in trouble. Oh, they had the back door open, but they just couldn't connect. Oh, Andover. Oh, Andover's all over Stormox right now. They dump it down low. Duda retrieves. Kuzmarchek supports now. Now to Giannetti. Giannetti, good pass up to Puente. Puente. Oh, Puente tried to slip by him. Now Andover comes back the other way. Giannetti battles with him. Smith's got it though. Smith tosses it up the board to Giannetti. But Clark comes away with it. And out of the zone. 3-on-3 here. Oh, Clark. Clark steals the puck. He's got Moulter with him. Moulter. Clark drives with him. Moulter over to Clark. Shoots. He scores! Clark scores a goal from Moulter. Great passing by the Stormox. Clark off the jaw, over to Moulter. Seaver in on the forecheck. Puck comes back to Smith at neutral zone. Now Seaver. Seaver. Oh, he tried to center it again. Moulter throws it down low. Clark's in the corner now. Clark. Oh, uses his feet. Clark tries to dump it down low. It's along the wall battle. Moulter's there. Moulter, Clark. And Andover gets it to center ice. And they're offsides. Oh, Nichols, Plastic, Schneider, Charchenko, and Coots. Charchenko up the boards to Schneider. Schneider gets it down low. Looks like the Stormox have decided that they're going to try to get the puck as low as they can here in the third period. Now we got a wall battle. Puck comes out to center ice. skips past Coots. Coots has to go retrieve. Two guys in on him. He gets it over to Charchenko, who rings it up the wall, over to Schneider. Out of the zone, just barely. Oh, Schneider, good job. Over to Plastic. Oh, tried to connect with Plastic. Now Plastic tries to go down low. Get one of Nichols, but here comes Andover. Andover dumps it in. Now Coots back. Coots has the puck stolen from him. Blocked by Wybe. Coots into the corner with it. Up the wall now. Good job by Plastic. Plastic. Centering pass by Andover. Now Clark finally comes away with it. He's got Giannetti with him. Clark goes wide. Out to center. Over to Duda. Duda. Back to Kuzmarchek. Kuzmarchek. Up the ice. Giannetti comes away with it. Giannetti gets some speed. Tries to cut in. Shoots. Rips one. Saved by Andover. Now Stormbox win the draw. Kuzmarchek again gets it low. 3-on-2 for Andover if they want it. Loose puck. Wybe probably saved one or two there. Cross ice over to Giannetti. Duda now. Over to Kuzmarchek. Up to Pointe. Good touch pass by Pointe to Nichols. Nichols with speed. Cuts right up the center. Wants to go right between them. Stormbox hold his own. Pointe. Pointe now Giannetti. Giannetti's looking. Giannetti. Gets it out to Kuzmarchek. Kuzmarchek wants to try a shot on goal. Side of the net. Kuzmarchek holds his own. Giannetti. Behind the net now. And back come Andover. Again, Andover's looking for that stretch pass. Starting to get a little bit desperate. They need some time now. They need a goal, so they're trying to leak out, trying to make a play. Clark up to Moulter. Moulter back to Clark. And they're going to call offsides. Clark, Seaver, Nick Moulter. McNeil now. McNeil flips it in. Back to Andover now. Now Clark has it. Center ice. Clark goes for a spin. Oh, they try to do a touch and go. Clark comes away with it. Gets it into the zone. Now Smith's got it. Neutral ice. Over to McNeil. McNeil's looking. He's in trouble. Gets it over to Smith. Smith takes his time. Back to McNeil. McNeil's looking. Gets it over to Seaver. Seaver up to Clark. Clark drives in. Cuts center. Seaver. Oh, Seaver wanted to give and go with Clark, and they just couldn't connect. Oh, back comes Andover. They get a slap shot from the blue line, and Wybe just decides to cover it up. So we'll get a face-off in the Stormhawk zone here. Schneider, Plastic, Nichols, Coots, and Charchenko. Plastic comes away with it, gets it out of the zone. And here comes back's coming to Andover now. Andover now had a control for a second. Flipped up to Schneider by Nichols. Nichols wants to go, or Schneider wants to go back to Nichols. Nichols brings it into the zone. Over to Schneider. Schneider right between the dots. Shot! Goes just wide. Coots retrieves at the blue line. Gets it down low. Tries to hit the ref, I think. Back to there again. Now Coots. Flips one on goal. They were looking for a tip, and I think it gets tipped out of play. So we'll get a face-off in the offensive zone. 7:32 left. Schneider. Oh, Schneider. Nichols over to Plastic. Backhand on goal. Saved. Saved by Andover. Now Giannetti, Plastic, Schneider, Duda, and Kuzmarchek. Andover tried to set play off the goal there. They're trying to look for a stretch pass, but comes out. Plastic, go back to Plastic. Plastic backhands it on goal. Save. Andover's going to get a penalty here. Looks like a possible boarding. Cross-checking. Schneider comes away with it. Schneider rips one. He scores. Schneider spun into the center and he was on his forehand and he just rocketed one over the goalie. Nothing he could do about that one. That's a 5-1 Stormox lead. 6:54 left in the third period. Clark wins the draw. Andover shot, saved by Wybe. Now Clark. Andover to the point. They try a shot, goes wide. Now here comes Clark. Clark gets around one guy. Battles with it behind the net. But Andover comes away with it now. Now Duda back to retrieve. Duda's got Kuzmarchek with him. They spin around. Oh, just out of the reach of Clark, and we'll get an icing on the Stormox. .6:10 left, third period. Stormox up 5-1 at Braemar East Arena or South for the Cake Eater Classic. Nichols comes away with the draw. Stormox now try to set play a little bit here now. Wolter back to Smith. Smith over to McNeil. McNeil back to Smith. Up to Molter. Molter spins it right. Back to McNeil. McNeil wants to go down ice, try to stretch pass. Now Nichols from the blue line dumps it down deep. Molter in on the forecheck. And back comes Andover. Oh, one guy to beat, but Smith is back. Smith, good job. Gets it out to the wall. Now reverses it to his partner, McNeil. McNeil up to Giannetti. Giannetti steals it. Molter over to Nichols. Nichols up the right side now. Nichols gets it down low, makes the smart play. Puck comes out to Molter. Oh, Molter almost had a chance for a wraparound. Back to McNeil now. Over to Charchenko. Charchenko over to Molter. Over to McNeil. McNeil tried to get it up to Seaver. Stormox in the zone. Charchenko up to Schneider. No. Classic in the corner. Classic rubbed off the puck. Charchenko just dumps it down low. Cody battling hard in the corner now. Didn't like getting taken down earlier. And now here comes Andover. 2-on-2. Good back check by Schneider. Shot. Blocked. Whitey. Saved into the corner it goes. Now Classic. Over to Seaver. Seaver just decides to dump it down low. Now. Puente over to Coots. Coots up to Giannetti. Giannetti brings it into the zone. Now here comes Andover again. And they're going to be offsides. 3:17 left, third period. Stormox up 5-1. Here's Marchek over to Duda. Duda behind his own net. Duda spins, gets by one guy, gets by another. Now he's looking. Duda with speed through center ice, through the blue line. Is he gonna go coast to coast? No, he wants to look for his D partner there, but Andover comes back the other way. Andover, uh-oh. Shot on goal, but there's gonna be a penalty on the Stormox. Hooking, it looks like, or holding. So 2:50 left, third period. Stormox go on the penalty kill. Clark's out there. Clark shot off the post. Now Giannetti brings it up the right side all the way in. Cuts middle, tries a shot. Now Giannetti steals it, tries another shot, and Andover decides to cover. Clark wins the draw. Forcing in. Oh, Clark all alone. Center. Shoots. Scores. Somehow Clark got alone in front of their goalie and just was able to flip it up and pop the water bottle for a 6-1 Stormox lead. So Clark won the draw, went into the corner, and I think it was Giannetti that was able to center it to Clark, and Clark was all alone, and he just flipped it straight up over the goalie's pad and in. Now, Stormox still on the penalty kill here. 45 seconds left. Andover. Shot, wrister, blocked by Wybe into the corner. Another shot saved by Wybe. Now Stormox come away with it. Nichols chips it up. Charchenko goes in. Charchenko tries a centering pass. Now back comes Andover. Into the zone they come. They try a centering pass, but it's knocked away by Moulter. Moulter over to Nichols. Stormhawks are at full strength. Nichols throws it down the ice, and the Stormhawks are going to change all 5. Schneider steals the puck, gets it over to Plastic. Plastic tries to give one to Seaver, but Andover comes away with it at center ice. Andover now. 48 seconds left. Puck goes out to the blue line. Andover is just able to hold. Kicked into the corner by Schneider. Coots goes into the corner, looking to help. Now, Seaver comes away with it, brings it all the way up. 25 seconds left. Now Andover races up. I'm not sure what the call is. I don't know if it was offsides, maybe? But anyways, 3 seconds left, and the refs decide to call the game. So the Stormhawks win. They're 2-0 in pool play. They've beaten Andover here today. So tomorrow we play, I can't remember what time exactly we play. It's a set game though. Tomorrow we play at 10:45 against Egan here at Braemar Arena. So hopefully you guys, if you're not working, you can come out and watch the game. And then we'll see where we end up on Sunday. Thanks everyone.